Australia's always been seen as a country where football is a very minor sport, where it's starting to break ground with other sports, and people not only in Australia but around the world starting to recognise.
In the A-League they kind of started off small, but they've only been around for 10 years and they're growing rapidly, which is pretty impressive, so you can kind of tell how much of an impact the game's had on Australia.
More and more people are starting to accept it, starting to accept A-League, starting to accept Socceroos, and it's only a good thing.
We have so many clubs, it's such a growing sport, and I believe in the grassroots level it's the number one sport for all kids, so I think it's just fantastic. I believe that the game is only going to grow and get better from here.
So we've got to compete with rugby and AFL, but we're drawing the crowds and it's a really great cultural atmosphere, so I think it's really great how it's improving.
So I got into football as a result of coming to Australia. So I'm originally from New Zealand, and pretty much when I came over I was looking for a way to meet people, find friends. So I went down to the local football club, and basically the rest is history. And my passion's grown from that as well. I really enjoy the atmosphere, the camaraderie, and the teammateship.
So I grew up in Gippsland, which is just east of Melbourne. It's about 2 hours away, and I grew up playing with my brother and my dad, and I'd always used to go and watch my brother play. So from then I started watching, and I started getting really interested. And then the next year, Mum and Dad signed me up, and I was 5-year-old playing an under-8 boys team, and I just never looked back.
I never really had a first experience when it comes to football. I've been playing since I was just a little kid at the age of 4, so I can't really name one. But from what I can remember, I was playing at Alphen Redbacks, and it was my first time playing above age. And I ended up scoring a few goals, but that's the one experience I can probably remember.
I started off with playing with the boys team, and then I by chance looked on the FFV website at the time, and there was some advertisements for trials for state teams. So then I started trialling for some state teams, and then I kept going up through the ranks. I played NTC, which is the National Training Centre. Mum used to drive me 2 hours back to and from training 5 days a week. I'd always miss out on victory, so I'd make it to the last cut, and then I'd be cut. But one year there was an opportunity to travel to Adelaide, so I went to trial at Adelaide, and I got in, and I moved to Adelaide for a season, and then I loved every minute of it. So I'd never played really centre-back before, and I'd just been thrown in centre-back for my first game ever for Adelaide United, and we were playing against Western Sydney Wanderers. They thought they had a star-studded lineup, and they thought we were going to get smashed. I came up for a box or a corner, into the box or a corner, and I scored on debut, which was a pretty surreal experience, especially from centre-back. So it was amazing. We ended up by drawing the game, but it's just an amazing, incredible experience to score.
I kind of grew up playing a sport and grew up, with something to take my mind off things if I was down, or, it was just kind of a getaway for everything, and you really only understand once you're into a sport as much as I was when I was little. I haven't really been inspired in the way that a lot of people think. I just kind of have that passion for my game, and, that fight to always get better, and that's kind of what keeps me going, trying to get that little bit better to become a professional, or hopefully one day play in the big leagues.
So I'm studying chemical engineering at Monash, and I'm having to manage training 4 days a week with the game, individual training. I coach 2 different places, and I also do have another part-time job, and also studying as well. It's pretty hectic schedule, and I have to time manage really efficiently. So it's hard, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
Since my first experience, I've just jumped straight in head first. Wanted to know all about the game. I've learned about the game. I watch a lot of football. I have been playing for the last 21 years at many different clubs and under many different people. So since my first experience, I've actually been lucky enough to play Premier League as well. And in the last couple of years, I've been playing State 1. Now I'm just taking it easier as I get older, and just relaxing a little bit more, playing in State 3 and coaching. The game personally has taken me to many different things. Not only do you meet people like in a wider network, from a business sense. So I've been the club president at South Yarra. I've been the secretary at a couple of clubs as well. So you pretty much get to meet people from all walks of life. But from a business sense, it's really helped me. Only because you sort of clubs are run so professionally these days. Look, I think everyone has a different opinion of what makes soccer great. For me, I think it's more around the team and what you can get out as a team. I've been to many different clubs, and each one I still keep in contact with many of the girls that I've met along the way. So I just find that the teammateship has always been the first and foremost thing. So, with respect to coaching the next generation, I actually think it's quite hard. The reason why is the expectation is so high, not only from the parents but from the kids themselves. The kids know what they want. They want to be superstars. They want to watch, they want to be on TV. But trying to calm that down and break it down to back to basics, it's actually quite a difficult challenge. But I'm loving it.
What drew me to active support was being a part of something that you can't see in any other sport in Australia at least, and it's a place of belonging basically. Most of my mates in the North Terrace, and yeah, it's a great place to express yourself basically as well. The buzz, the atmosphere, the noise, it's amazing. You can't compare it to anything else in Australia, even anything else I've done previously. It's a place of belonging. The atmosphere on the day is incredible, and it goes through the full 90 minutes as well, and still keeps going after the game. And without active support, there really is no club, there is no team. Like, you see, it spurs on the players on the field to achieve better things, and just the atmosphere is incredible. You can't get that anywhere else in Australia.
I believe in 10 years this game is going to be the #1 sport in Australia. I personally feel that whilst in Victoria AFL seems to be the game, you can slowly start to see the impact soccer's having, or football. So, and you'll even see it, you'll be 6 weeks out from the AFL Grand Final, and we've got the main players coming over to play football, and they've got the MCG for the week. I think that's pretty telling.
People are going to be looking at us saying they've come pretty far, and that's kind of the magic of the sport really in Australia. That's what keeps us going.